Okay, so Shaman King, the first episode of the reboot anime, just came out a couple hours ago. Um, and I actually just watched it like 20 seconds ago. I just finished it. And if you cannot tell, I'm very excited, and it's incredibly late. It's 6 in the morning currently. I have not slept. I was staying up just to make this. I actually wasn't aware somebody had already posted it on some unreputable websites. And there was no fan subs, so if you're actually looking to really watch it, you can't. Right now, I watched it in Japanese. I figured I already know what they're saying. I've read the manga before. I actually literally just finished a reread a couple days ago. So, I didn't really need to read the subtitles. I just wanted to see I kind of get the gist of it by just watching it. And I was actually really pleasantly surprised by it. I still don't know how to feel about the rest of the series, about what might be done with that, but at least episode 1 it surpassed my expectations by a lot. The only thing I didn't like was the first 2 minutes or so. It shows the birth of the main villain, a scene in the manga that was shown way later on. That doesn't inherently bother me. I think it's an interesting twist showing that at the beginning. My issue is it says his name, and it even shows that that they're twins. That's a big reveal later on. So I think anybody who's really paying attention can get that twist, and that's a huge reveal later on in the series. So that's my big issue with it, I guess. But other than that, the scene was really cool. It was actually really well animated. It was a great scene. It was really it had a really good atmosphere, and the rest of the episode was really. It was strange how well it was done. I was preparing to not like the first episode because I was expecting it to only cover one chapter, right? Because what most first episodes are. Because if you don't know, first chapters of manga are incredibly long. To really, it's a pilot essentially. They have to be longer. They're 4 times longer than the fucking average chapter. It's crazy. So normally the first episode covers 1 chapter. Shaman King covered 2 chapters actually, almost 3 with the birth of Hal, because that took up a big portion of a chapter, and it showed that in 2 minutes. So it's almost 3 chapters, but basically 2. Right? And they did it really interestingly. They completely changed the canon. Essentially, they completely changed the plot. They in the middle of adapting chapter 1, they adapt chapter 2. Which is all about them getting Amidamaru's sword, which was a really interesting twist, I thought. I heard it adapted 2 chapters beforehand, before watching it, but I was really worried about it being too rushed, but I think I like it more in this version. It was very interesting. I liked the twist. It was really good. And the animation was also surprisingly good. I feel like they captured Take's bodily humor pretty well, how Manta's face makes weird ass motions. We only see a hint of it, but it's really well done. When Yo shows up, his mouth expands a bunch. It's pretty funny. I guess those are the big points. I really like it, if you can't tell. The opening and ending song. They're great. I love them. They're amazing. The soundtrack. I'm normally not a big soundtrack guy, but I like Ryu's theme. How it's rock and roll inspired. It really fits Ryu's character. I like Amidamaru's theme. We don't hear much of it. We see a bit of it, and it's pretty good. Shaman King is a really big. One of the biggest points of the series is embracing different cultures, and I hope the soundtrack reflects that. So let's have some traditional Japanese music, like Amidamaru, maybe Ryu Spirit Ally, and obviously for horror, have some Ainu music. you know, Joko, maybe have some like South American music since he's basically part of that one South American tribe. Maybe have some like hip hop inspired music. He's from New York. British people probably have some music for Leisberg. You get the idea, right? Some Chinese music from Ren. I don't know why I forgot his name. You get the idea. I hope that's what it does, and that seems like what it's doing. Having music that's really unique to the characters. You know, stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like. I don't really pay attention to soundtracks that much, unless they're really good. And the first episode had a really good soundtrack. But I think the biggest change, something I'm not that happy about, but I already knew it ahead of time, because the episode's titles leaked a while ago, and that's the skipping chapter 3 through I think 6, which it kind of sucks, because I don't know, Shaman King, it's kind of like in Bleach. There's a build-up period that makes the eventual like Renji and Byakuya reveal really impactful. Where it's like hinting at other Soul Reapers, but don't you see them? It would be like removing that. Where like the 3 chapters in between the intro and Ren's introduction, they're all about this Yo doing shaman stuff, right? But they removed it, so now immediately we're entering basically the shaman fight when the shamans start clashing. Which there's no build up to it. It's just immediate, like, okay, now there's shamans, now it's gonna be constant shaman fights. We're never gonna see anything with ghosts, essentially. Kinda sucks. Like, wanting to see integration a couple times in this version. Which, I don't know. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but kinda disappointed. I knew it ahead of time. So yeah, since they skipped 3 chapters, we're jumping straight into Ren's introduction, and we see a little peek of him at the end. Which means episode 2 is gonna be a fucking banger. Like, episode 1 was really good. I didn't want to have to sit through chapter 1 again. So I'm glad it kind of blew past it in a way that still did justice to the chapter. This might be my favorite form of chapter 1 and 2, respectively. Yeah, if I don't think the series can continue with this fast pace and make it still good. But this episode gave me a lot of fucking hope. It was amazing. I loved it. I was so excited the entire time. Oh my god. Ryu, his pompadour, it fucking bobbles. Like when he moves, around. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, and there's like these One Piece-esque like title cards. I forgot what they're called. But like in between commercial breaks, it's like these. It's like a One Piece has the eye catches. Eye catches is what they're called. It's good. Well, yeah, that's one of my thoughts on Shaman King episode 1. I'm super excited for episode 2. In every episode, unless it massive dip in quality, I'm really expecting big things from this. Animation was actually really good. It wasn't like top tier, but it was really good for what it is. The colors, great. Soundtrack, great. Voice acting, I'm a bit iffy on a lot of the characters. Like, Yo doesn't really sound like I'd imagine Yo would. It was like that in the 2001 anime too, but it's still an issue here. Manta kind of sounds like an old woman. I'm not like too hot on them, but maybe I'll warm up to it. I wish they sounded more like boys. Like, I know it's like a trope in anime, like boys sound like girls, but because they're literally played by females, but kind of is how it is. I hope Joko isn't like that. I want Joko to sound like how I imagine Joko to, but some of the other characters. But anyway, you get the idea. Just to point out again, I did not watch it in English, with English subtitles, so please don't look for those. I don't know if they exist yet from when we were seeing this video. I just know that I didn't watch it on there with English subtitles, so kind of worried that I'm kind of worried people are gonna like get the hopes up for those English subtitles, but there isn't. Well, anyway, if you've seen the episode, what do you think about it? Do you disagree with anything I said? Do you agree with anything I said? That's also pretty important. Well, anyway, I'm probably going to be back next week to review the next episode. Hopefully I can rave about it for 10 minutes like I did this one, but I guess we have to wait and see.